Hi, and welcome to What Are You Reading Wednesday. I'm Jackie.
And I'm Becky.
So we are outside today in front of the historic part of our building because the category we're covering is historical fiction. So Becky, do you want to start with one of your books that you've got?
Sure. I really love this one, Rachel Field's Hitty, The First 100 Years. And it was first published in 1929. And it is about a doll who goes through several different owners in her 100 years. This also won the Newbery in 1930.
So my favorite types of historical fiction, because it's such a broad category of things, are things that are multi-generational family sagas or things that teach us about other times and places outside of the United States. So I have kind of a nice mix here of things. The first couple that I have are, well, let me start with this first one. This one is set in the United States, but it's The Seven Daughters of Dupree. This is on the new adult fiction, and it's about a curse of women who can only have daughters, and a family curse and multi generations that we follow starting during the time of slavery. So, Seven Daughters of Dupree. Becky, what's the next one that you have?
The next one I have is called The Quilt Walk by Sandra Dallas. And this one takes place in 1864, where a young family is headed to the Colorado Territory. And Emmy, our main character, is given some fabric scraps by her grandma, and she quilts them as she walks to the new territory.
So, the next one that I have is The Pretender by Joe Harkin, and this one takes place during the Tudor era, and it's about King Henry VIII being raised as a peasant boy before he was crowned as the king. So it's his story.
All right, my next one is part of the My Name is America series, and I love these. They are written in a journal format. This particular one is the Journal of Finn Riordan, and he is a newsie.
So I'm going to take these next two together. These are both things that teach about different places, and I cannot for the life of me say this author's name, but this one is called Dust Child, and this takes place in Vietnam. And then I have this book, Independence, and I picked this one particularly because this is one of the newest books by this author, and we recently did one of her stories for our Let's Talk About It program. So, historical fiction, great book.
My last book is one of my favorites. It's called My Name is Not Angelica, and it is about a young slave girl who is brought to work as a house slave on a plantation. And she tells them over and over, my name is not Angelica, it's Resha. And so don't forget to post below what you have been reading, and we'll catch you back next week.